store, including exclusive conversations with the casts and producers of Star Trek Picard, Star Trek Lower Decks, and the newest edition, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Okay, let's kick things off with Paramount Plus original series, Star Trek Picard. Now this series, Roddenberry, yeah, and some of our amazing cast, Yates McFadden, Beverly Crusher, and last but not least, the amazing, the awesome, the incredible Sir Patrick Stewart. Wow, that was exciting. That's a lot of work up there on that screen, huh, you guys? So, Patrick, the Next Gen crew together is not just an epic Star Trek moment, it is a historic moment in sci-fi history. How does this final season begin? Yes.
I was told I was last. I'm so used to being last. Yeah, as much sympathy as you like. And now I've forgotten the question.
Oh, how does it begin? How does season 3 begin?
How does season 3 begin? That was a long time ago.
You want to help us?
How does season 3 begin?
Alex?
Well, let me start a little earlier than that. So when we first started, of course the first instinct is to bring back the entire crew of the Next Generation if you're going to do a Picard show. And Patrick was amazing because he said to us, I want to do this show, but what I don't want to do is repeat old things. And if we're going to get to the crew, then we have to earn it. And I think we took 2 seasons to earn the return of the crew, and the key thing for us was that we did not want to have the crew sort of come and have cameos. We actually wanted everybody to have really significant roles, and we wanted to whet appetites a little bit to see them come back together. So at the beginning of the season, the crew is in different places around the universe, around the galaxy. You want to take it from here?
No.
Okay. And slowly we see them come together, but we wanted to take the time, because these are obviously such beloved characters, to get to see where they are now.
Well, and it's been 20 to 25 years, if I may, Jeff.
Please.
And, you know, I know, yeah, it's been 20 to 25 years, and we're all younger and smarter. It's just amazing. But, you know, we've, like, certainly Crusher's been just all around the universe. I mean, you saw the universe from the Webb telescope. That's where, you know, I've been all over that place. And so it's really amazing to have a chance to return to a character and this incredible man next to me, and plunge in again, because we're different. We've evolved as characters, and it was really a gift. And I want to also thank Terry Metalis for the great story. He was our producer, and he did a fantastic job, I think.
I want to pick up one thing which Alex said to me before we began shooting season 3, which was when I was expressing my concern about how it would develop and grow, and he said, well, has nothing happened to you in the last 25 years? And I said, oh, Lord, yes, so much. I mean, I don't feel like the same person that I was then. And he said, yes, that's what we want from Jean-Luc Picard. He's a different kind of man with a different outlook on life as a result of the experiences that he's had, not just in Next Generation, but since Next Generation. And those are some of the things, of course, that we're investigating.
Alex, you might have something new to share with the San Diego Comic-Con audience.
Well, I mean, the first question that I had was, what are they going to look like? What do they look like? So you guys are going to be the first to see what they look like. An old new character. That's what I'll say.
That is exciting. So, Alex, the first and second season of Picard are each incredibly unique. So, obviously, this season is different because it's got all these. Can you elaborate on how it's different?
Terry was very taken with the idea of kind of doing the final next-gen movie. And it was really exciting to approach this from a place of, as Patrick just articulated, who would these characters be now, so many years later? And the kinds of movies that we, obviously Wrath of Khan is a massive touchstone for anybody who loves Star Trek. But I think one of the things that we love most about Wrath of Khan is the mind games between Kirk and Khan and the one-upsmanship. And that has been, I think, a real North Star for us this season. In the villain that we created, we do have a singular villain this season. I won't say too much other than to say that she's amazing.
Amazing.
And I think that we really wanted to just honor the legacy of these extraordinary characters. I get chills. We cut that thing, and I still get chills watching it. So I'm so excited for you guys to see what's coming, because I think that this whole series has been a love letter to Next Gen, to Patrick, to all the cast. This last season, again, I think we earned the return of these characters in a way that hopefully will make you feel very, very home again.
Patrick, you've had the opportunity to play so many amazing characters, and I know each one of them, kind of becomes a piece of you for the rest of your life. I think it's so miraculous that you've been able to revisit this awesome character in so many different ways. Has that been fulfilling to you?
Well, I have to question your use of the word revisiting, because about 3 seasons into Next Generation, forgive me, I'm a little bit hoarse, I realized that I was beginning to experience Jean-Luc Picard to a point where I didn't know where he began and Patrick Stewart left off.
Wow.
We were blending, and as the episodes and the seasons wore on, and then the movies, I found that Patrick became more and more of it, and I was trusting myself to have Jean-Luc Picard inside me, so that I didn't have to plan or plot or premeditate what would Jean-Luc Picard do under this situation. And so when we got to Picard, which I first of all turned down.
Definitely did.
But I asked to have a meeting with these beautiful, brilliant people who had invited me, so that I could explain to their faces why I was going to turn it down, and I did. And then Alex here made a long speech, and at the end of that meeting I said, could I please have that speech in writing?
Ooh.
And 2 days later I got, I think, 32 pages. And I was so, because the emphasis was on who is Picard? Because we don't know now, because of what has happened to him, because of tragedies in his life. And so far as episode 3, the final episode, season 3 is concerned, he was having to acknowledge that there had been an incident in his life, in his youth, when he was a child, which had shaken him so profoundly that he had built up a false experience in his head to live with it and to excuse it. And season 3 explores that attempt and corrects it as well. And that was perhaps the most challenging as well as exciting aspect of the whole show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.